स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम डिसोल्यूशन ऑफ पार्टनरशिप फर्म क्लास 12 अकाउंटेंसी का चैप्टर करेंगे। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी नो डिस्टिंक्शन बिटवीन डिसोल्यूशन ऑफ पार्टनरशिप and dissolution of partnership firm. Number one, on the basis of meaning, dissolution of partnership firm means the complete closure of business. Dissolution of partnership means the change in relationship of the partners. First, on the basis of meaning, dissolution of partnership means the change in relation of the partner, or dissolution of the partnership means the complete closure of business. Number two, on the basis of business activity. In dissolution of partnership firm, continue the business activity. In dissolution of partnership, firm continue the business activity. In dissolution of partnership firm discontinue its activities. Number three, on the basis of revaluation of leak realization count. In dissolution of partnership, revaluation count is prepared. In dissolution of partnership firm, realization account is prepared. Fourth, books of accounts or closure of books of accounts. In dissolution of partnership, closure of books of account is not required. In dissolution of partnership firm, closure of books of account is required. Fifth, court intervention. In dissolution of partnership, court does not intervene as the partnership is dissolved by the mutual consent of the partners. In dissolution of partnership firm, court can intervene on various grounds. Court's intervention. In dissolution of partnership, court does not intervene as the partnership is dissolved by the mutual consent of the partners. In dissolution of partnership firm, court can intervene on various grounds. Sixth, economic relationship. On the basis of economic relationship. In case of dissolution of partnership, economic relationship continue in a changed form. In case of dissolution of partnership firm, economic relation between the partner comes to an end. The distinction of partnership and partnership firm at the time of dissolution on the basis of economic relationship. In case of dissolution of partnership, economic relationship continue in a changed form. In case of dissolution of partnership firm, economic relationship between the partner comes to an end. Now, seventh, on the basis of settlement of assets and liabilities. On the basis of settlement of assets and liability. In case of dissolution of partnership, assets and liabilities are revalued and new balance sheet is drawn. In case of dissolution of partnership firm, all the assets are sold and liabilities are paid up. On the basis of settlement of assets and liability, in case of dissolution of partnership, assets and liabilities are revalued and new balance sheet is prepared. In case of dissolution of partnership firm, all assets are sold and liabilities are paid off. Now give the order in which the proceeds from the sale of assets are utilized in case of dissolution of firm. Give the order in which the proceeds from the sale of assets are utilized in the case of dissolution of firm. In case of dissolution, the proceed from sale of assets should be utilized in the following order. Number one, payment of dissolution expenses. It means first we have to pay dissolution expenses. Number two, payment of outsiders liabilities. Number three, payment of partners loan. If partners have given loan to the firm, then this is settled at number 3 point, payment of partners loan. Number 4, payment of partners capital. Partner capital is settled at last. Again, students, give the order in which the proceeds from sale of assets are utilized in the case of dissolution of the firm. In case of dissolution of firm, the amount so obtained on the sale of asset can be utilized in the following order. Number 1, payment of dissolution expenses. Number 2, payment of outsiders liabilities. Number 3, payment of partners loan. Number 4, payment of partners capital. Accounts prepared at the time of dissolution of partnership firm. What are the main accounts prepared at the time of dissolution of partnership firm? Number 1, realization count. Number 2, partners capital count. Number 3, partners loan count. Number 4, cash oblique bank account. So we have four accounts which can be prepared at the time of dissolution of the partnership firm. Number 1, realization count. Number 2, partner capital count. Number 3, partners loan count. Number 4, cash oblique bank count. Generally, three counts are asked in the examination: realization count, partner capital count, cash count, oblique bank count. Now, balance sheet as on date of dissolution must be given. If not given, we have to prepare it in the form of memorandum balance sheet. Students, balance sheet on the date of dissolution must be given to you. If that is not given, you have to prepare in the form of memorandum balance sheet. On the right hand side assets, on the left hand side liabilities. Now we have to pass the journal entries. Number 1, the assets shown on the asset side of balance sheet transfer to the debit side of realization count. The entry for this is realization count debit to various assets. Transfer of various assets except cash oblique bank oblique fictitious assets at their book value to the debit side of realization count. Note here realization count is wrongly written. We have to transfer these various assets to the debit side of realization count except cash bank and other account which have not to be prepared, which have to be prepared separately. Here, so again students, transfer of various first entry में we have to transfer various asset to the debit side of realization count. The entry for this is realization count to various assets. Transfer of various asset except cash bank fictitious asset at their book value to the debit side of realization account, not revaluation here, realization count. Number 2, now liabilities count debit to realization count. Liabilities shown in the on the liability side of balance sheet transfer to realization count. Credit side of realization count, the entry is liabilities count debit to realization count. Transfer of various liability at their book value to the credit side of realization count. First we have transfer asset to the debit side of realization count except cash bank and fictitious asset, and then we have to transfer liabilities on the credit side of realization count. Transfer of various liability at their book value to the credit side of realization count. Number 3, provision for bad debts count debit, investment fluctuating fund count debit, provision for depreciation count debit, joint life policy reserves count debit to realization count. Transfer of various assets, provisions against asset to the credit side of realization count. Here we have to transfer all the provisions against asset to the credit side of realization account. The entry for this is provision for bad debt. This is provision against debtors. Investment fluctuating fund account. This is provision against investment. Provision for depreciation count. This is provision against fixed asset. Joint life policy reserve count. This is provision against joint life policy that is shown on the asset side of balance sheet, and joint life policy reserve shown on the liability side of balance sheet. So we have to transfer the various provisions to the credit side of realization count. Now, amount of proceed from sale of various assets, whether they are shown in the books of the accounts, or they are not shown in the books of account. It means recorded and unrecorded asset को हमने sale करना है. The amount proceed. The entry for this is cash count debit oblique bank count debit to realization count. Proceed from sale of various assets and unrecorded assets transferred to realization count, credit side of realization count. So we have to sell the various assets and amount so obtained that is credited to realization count by bank count debit to realization count. Entries bank count debit to realization count proceed from sale of various assets and unrecorded assets to the credit side of realization count. Now, fifth entry, if partner take over any asset, if the asset is not sold but that asset is given to the partner, if partner have taken over the asset from the firm, the entry for that is partner's capital count debit to realization count. The entry is partner's capital count debit to realization count. It means we have to credit by partner's capital count. Now, assets are taken over by the partner. Sixth entry, realization count debit to cash oblique bank count. If liabilities are paid, expense of realization and payment of outsiders liabilities. We have to debit the to cash in the debit side of realization count. Amount paid for liabilities and realization expense. Seventh entry, realization count to partner's capital count. If any partner take over the liabilities or realization expense, the entry for this is realization count debit to partner's capital count. On the debit side of realization count, we have to write to partner's capital count. तो नीचे लिख देना हमने liability taken over by the partner, a realization expense is taken over by the partner, expense oblique liability taken over by the partner. Now, eighth entry, if any liability is settled against assets in full and final settlement, no journal entry is passed. If we have creditor rupees 50,000 and on the other side we have stock rupees 45,000 and they are settled against each other, तो then we have to pass no journal entry. उधर से हमने क्रेडिटर्स को लेस कर देना है और एसेट साइड से हमने स्टॉक को लेस कर देना है by the amount of at their book value. If credit side of ninth, if credit side of realization count is more than the debit side, we have profit on realization count. We have to balance the realization count. If credit side of realization count is more than the debit side, the entry for this is realization count debit to partners capital count. On the other hand, if debit side is more than the credit side, then we have loss. The entry for loss on realization is partners capital count debit to realization count. It means if loss realization count, then reversal entry is passed, then partners capital count debit to realization count. Now 10th entry, if partners have given loan to the firm, the entry for this settlement of the loan is partners loan count debit to cash oblique bank count. अगर पार्टनर्स ने लोन दे रखा है फर्म को, इट मीन्स दैट इज शोन ऑन द लायबिलिटी साइड ऑफ बैलेंस शीट एज ऑन डेट ऑफ डिसोल्यूशन दैट कैन बी सेटल्ड पार्टनर्स लोन काउंट डेबिट टू बैंक काउंट, कैश और बैंक काउंट से हमने उसको सेटल करना है. द एंट्री फॉर पार्टनर लोन is partner's loan count debit to cash count oblique bank count. If the partner have taken loan from the firm, then reversal entry, bank count debit oblique cash count debit to partner's loan count. That is, if partner's loan count is shown on the asset side of balance sheet as on date of dissolution, then that can be settled by passing the entry cash oblique bank count debit to partner's loan count. 12th, for closing cumulative profit and reserves account at the time of dissolution of firm, even at the time of admission, retirement, death, and change in profit sharing ratio, we have to close a cumulative profit and reserve account. Here, same entry is passed. If we have general reserve count debit, reserve fund count debit, P&L count debit to partners capital count. Transfer of general reserve fund and profit and loss count credit balance to the credit side of partners capital count. General reserve fund and P&L count credit balance shown on the liability side of balance sheet as on date of dissolution. These have to be closed by transferring the amount to the credit side of partners capital count in their profit sharing ratio. In their profit sharing ratio. Now, 13 entry for closing cumulative losses and fictitious asset. If we have accumulated losses and fictitious asset, we have to close these cumulative losses and fictitious asset at the time of change in profit sharing ratio, at the time of admission of partner, retirement of partner, death of partner. In the same manner, at the time of dissolution of the partnership firm, we have to close the account of accumulated losses and fictitious assets. The entry for that is partners capital count debit to P&L count, to P&L expense preliminary expense count, to advertisement suspense count, to any other fictitious asset count. Again, student, if there are any accumulated losses and fictitious assets shown on the asset side of balance sheet, they have to be closed by passing the entry partners capital count debit to P&L count, to preliminary expenses count, to advertisement suspense count, to any other fictitious asset count, transfer of various losses and fictitious asset to the debit side of partners capital count. Now 14th, closing the partner's current account. If there are current account of the partner shown on the liability side of a balance sheet as on date of dissolution, so we have to close the partner's current account. They have credit balance of partner current account. Closure of this is done by passing a journal entry partner's current account debit to partner's capital account. The entry for this is partner's current account debit to partner's capital account. When the current account has a debit balance, we have to reversal entry. We have to pass reversal entry. Partner's current account have debit balance means when the partner current account are shown on the asset side of balance sheet as on date of dissolution, the entry is partner's capital account debit to partner's current account. It means here we have to pass the reversal entry. Now 15. Settlement of partner's capital count. In case of partner's capital count has a credit balance, partner's capital count to cash to bank count. In case of partner capital counts had credit balance, the entry for this is partner's capital count debit to cash oblique bank account. If partner's capital count has a debit balance, we have to pass the reversal entry. The entry is cash oblique bank account debit to partner's capital count. Now we have to prepare realization count. This is generally asked in the examination. Realization count is a nominal count which is prepared at the time of dissolution of the partnership firm. The first entry for this is we have to transfer all the asset to the debit side of a realization count except cash, bank and fictitious asset at their book value. So realization count is a nominal count. This is prepared at the time of dissolution of the partnership firm. Here, first entry is we must have to transfer all the assets at their book value to the debit side of realization count except cash, bank or fictitious asset or any item whose counts have we have to prepare. So this is two sundry asset, machinery, stock, for example, debtors, prepaid insurance, investment, that's total amount. It means the entry this here is realization to sundry asset, transfer of various assets to the debit side of realization count. Then we have second step. We have to transfer the liabilities, various liability to the credit side of realization count at their book value by sundry liability, creditor, its name, bill payable, Mrs. A's loan, employees provident fund, these are liability. Mrs. Partner's wife loan is treated as third party liability. We have to settle here by is sundry liability, creditor, bill payer, Mrs. A's loan. Employees provident fund, this is a third party liability. We have to settle credits on the shown on the these are shown on the credit side of realization count at their book value. These items are taken from the balance sheet as on date of dissolution. Number third entry, by provisions against assets. By provision against assets, provision for doubtful debts. If we have a provision for doubtful debts, depreciation reserve, investment fluctuating fund, joint life policy reserve, these are credited to realization count. Provision against assets shown on the liability side are taken from the asset side, transferred to credit side of realization count. For example, we have provision against debtors, provision for bad debts. This is credited to realization count. Provision for investment fluctuating fund, this is credited to realization count. Joint life policy reserve, credited to depreciation reserve, credited to realization count. Now, fourth, we have to realize the various assets, whether they are shown in the balance sheet as on date of dissolution or they are shown as unrecorded asset. We have to sale off these assets. The entry for this, the amount so obtained by cash oblique bank asset realized. The entry is bank account debit to realization count. It means the amount proceed from sale of asset is credited to realization count by cash oblique bank account. Asset realized, whether they are shown in the balance sheet of the old firm or they are not shown in the balance sheet of old firm. By partner's capital count, if any asset taken over by the partner, the entry for this is by partner's capital count. The entry is partner's capital count debit to realization count. We have to credit this to the realization count. By partner's capital count and liability, partner's capital count. Next we have to cash payment of various liability, to cash oblique bank count. This is realization expense and liabilities paid, debited to realization count. To partners capital count. If any liability or realization expenses taken over by the partner, that is debited to realization count. To partners capital count. If we have profit on realization count, if credit side of realization count is more than the debit side, we have profit. The entry for this is realization count debit to partners capital count. On the other hand, if debit side of realization count is more than the credit side, we have loss by partners capital count, loss on realization transfer to partners. Again, students, realization count is a nominal count which is prepared at the time of dissolution of the partnership firm. Here, first we have to transfer various assets to the debit side of mm, realization count. These assets except cash, bank, and fictitious assets. These assets are taken from the balance sheet as on date of dissolution at their book value. Then we have to transfer in second step various liabilities taken from the balance sheet as on date of dissolution on the credit side of realization count by sundry liabilities, by creditor, bill payable, Mrs. A's loan, partner's wife loan जो है that is treated as third party liability. We have to treat it as liability. Then employees provident fund, this is also a liability, this is not a fund. Now we have to transfer various provisions against asset to the credit side of realization count. Provision for bad debts, provision for depreciation, reserve, investment fluctuating fund, joint life policy reserve, this is credited to realization count. Now we have to sell various assets or we have unrecorded assets whether shown in the books of the firm or not shown in the books of firm, mean unrecorded asset. The amount so realized is credited to realization count by cash oblique bank count. Asset realized. If any asset is taken over by the partner, the entry is by partner's capital count. We have to credit partner's capital count. Now, if our debit side of realization count is more than the credit side, we have loss on realization by partner's capital count, loss on realization transfer to partners. Now, if we have to pay third party liability, realization expense and third party liability, the entry for this is to cash to bank. On the debit side of realization count, we have to write to cash oblique bank. Realization expenses paid or liabilities paid to partner's capital count if any liability taken over by the partner. Now we have to balance the account. If credit side is more than the debit side, we have profit on realization count. So entry for this realization count debit to partner's capital count. On the debit side, we have to write to partner's capital count. Now we have to prepare partner's capital count at the time of dissolution of partnership firm. This is also very important count. First, by balance brought down. We suppose we have partner A and B. Their capital from the balance sheet as on date of dissolution, if shown on the liability side, we have to write this by balance brought down. A's capital कितनी है, B की capital कितनी है. By general reserve, if any general reserve present in the books of the firm in the balance sheet of the firm as on date of dissolution on the liability side, by general reserve, we have to transfer to the partners in their profit sharing ratio. By realization count, liabilities taken over, if any liability taken over by the partner, we have to credit this amount by realization account, liability taken over by partner. We have to give credit to the partners, to that partner whose liability, who have taken over the liability. By realization count, if we have profit on realization count, this is credited to realization count in the old profit sharing ratio or in their profit sharing ratio. Now, on the debit side, to realization count, if any asset taken over by the partner, we have to give debit for that in the partner's capital count to realization count. The entry for this is A's capital count debit to realization count. To realization count, if we have loss on realization count, that is transferred to partner in their profit sharing ratio to realization count loss. This is given to partner A and B in their profit sharing ratio. Now we have to balance the partner's capital count. If credit side of partner's capital count is more than the debit side, the balancing figure is on the debit side to cash oblique bank. It means A and B. Entry for this is partner's capital count debit to bank count. To bank count, we have to give final. This is final settlement of partner's capital count. If debit side is more than the credit side, then by cash oblique by bank, the partner will bring the cash oblique bank balance if they have shortage of cash or bank balance. If they are excess, then that is debited to partner's capital account to cash oblique bank account. The entry is partner capital account debit to bank account. If we have shortage, the entry is cash account debit, bank account debit to partner's capital account. Now last account prepared at the time of dissolution of the partnership firm, that is also very important and that can check your uh, dissolution firm question whether it is correct or not. Cash oblique bank account. First of all, if there is any balance on the asset side of balance sheet, cash or bank balance, to balance brought down. Now, on sale of asset oblique unrecorded asset, the amount so obtained debited to realization count will increase the cash balance. तो हमने to realization count. Entry is cash count debit to realization count. Now, to partners capital count. If a partner bring the cash, the entry for this is if they have shortage, final settlement of capital is shortage, they have to bring capital. The entry for this is cash to partners capital count. To partners capital count. Now credit side by realization count liabilities paid up. Liability अगर पे करते हैं तो by liabilities count. अगर बैंक लोन, if any other loan, मान लो partners loan, A's loan is paid up, So that is entry is by A's loan, credit side, that is credited to um, cash count oblique bank count. The entry for this A's loan count debit to bank count. By partners capital count, this is final settlement. The entry for this is partners capital count debit to bank count. Again, student, cash oblique bank count. If the balance of this account total on the debit side is equal to total on the credit side, it means our problem is correct. Our sum we have prepared, correct answer is correct. So first of all, we have to write two balance brought down. This is taken from the asset side of balance sheet.